Going live. So, welcome. Thank you for being here. And so, I wanted to open up with Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation because I had just learned just last week that this song was about peace. I did not realize that. And she opens with music by our side to break the color lines. Let's work together to improve our way of life. And I never knew that's what she was saying. I was just jamming to the music, doing all the dance moves. And then it goes on to say, people of the world today, are we looking for a better way of life? We are a part of the Rhythm Nation. And so I just thought that was pretty awesome just to know that Janet Jackson used her creative talent, her art, for humanity. That she created a song for the people to listen to and to groove to, but had a message to it about humanity and about peace. So, how are we using our minds and our hands to create for? I am Itiel McVay, and this evening, we are here to go over or to discuss my memoir, Enterprise, a holistic anthology of experiences through a black woman's lens. And yes, all women can glean from my memoir, but I am a black woman, and so I am speaking to black women. I am talking about the mindsets and the situations overcome in order to improve and to grow in business. Um, and I believe the only way that we can do that is through a holistic mindset and not a capitalistic mindset, which is one of the colonizer. Yes, you can live in a capitalistic society, but you do not have to live with a capitalistic mindset. So tonight I am holding. So I'm going to read that hand holding and what I wrote about that to expound on it. So hand holding. When writing this intro, I had the thought that this could be a bit raw for some readers. I not only wrote it to expose my thoughts about individuals who do not put the work in to achieve business growth, but also for readers to be introspective. Over the years, I have interacted with many women who express great zeal with the idea of turning hobbies into enterprise. And that's all they ever showed, zeal. They got weary when instructed to apply the smallest weeks ago is when no shouldn't be no. Dear enterprising black women. And so this title is speaking on fear and its effects on the enterprise mindset. So last week, 2 weeks ago in the chat, one of our patrons, KC, she typed something that I thought was very insightful and profound. Risk assessment versus intuition and trust. And because of that profound insight, I'm going to expound on this title. So, women have great intuition. That is one of our greatest attributes and contributions to the world. But just like any attribute, one has to be wise on when to use it. It's not totally wise to not agree to do business from a place of feelings. Doing so constantly and consistently might fall into prejudice or prejudgment. Why do an act to your sister that has been done to you both? There's too much mistrust. There's too much obtaining information and hoarding it, and not enough sharing nor collaborating with the information to grow and to build. So, we're writing it. So, I'm going to go ahead and move on to this evening's titles. So, as the Incense Burns. Did you read that one? I included this experience in the memoir because it's a love story that I think about from time to time and it brings me joy. But what I did not share in that is that this experience was the first time I ever felt opened and accessible. This episode of As the Incense Burns revealed to me that although my work could experience to sit back and just think about that, so what if? So how would you respond and not react? Because if your work precedes you, you have to allow your reputation and your behavior to precede you as well. So before I read my notes on care, I want to read to you something that I received from a reader of the memoir. And I promised myself I would not wait. I promised myself I would wait until I was finished reading your book. But this section right here touched me so. A friendship of over 2 decades. I am in that space right now. It hurts. I have days when I am angry, sad, and then I accept it, only to be left with anger and sadness again. We have been best friends since I wrote Care in 2015, expressing how a death of a friendship transformed my mind and revealed how that experience could help me in my stages of enterprise. And although written in 2015, I'm glad that it is a message that I could repurpose to resonate with other women today. Although not expressed in the writing, care is also about time. Women have a tendency to measure interpersonal relationships by time and not enough on value. For example, I can't believe he did this to me. We were together for X amount of years. She's a trip. We've been friends since babies and pacifiers. And all this time I spent helping you to get to this point, and this is how you do me? Let's change the narrative. Man, I'm still a bit hurt by a separation, but we had some great times together. Like that one time we went to a concert. Wait, I was smelling good that night. I can't remember that fragrance, but I'm going to refocus my mind and put my creative energy into duplicating that scent. That's the joint right there. Let me wear it. Oh, girl, you smell good. What you wearing? A fragrance I created? Oh, word? I want that. For sure? For sure. Refocus, create, confidence, build. Stop measuring people who come in and out of your life by time and measure them by value, if they added value. Change the narrative. So, many times other people without any knowledge of that person's purpose comes to them with suggestions or ideas. And although those people are not coming in a duplicitous manner, they can still get that enterprising individual off track. Those people might mean well, but learn how to protect your value. That's it. That's what male meaningful is all about. Is all of these. And the title, One.Lone.Bottle, highlights C, change my attitude. It is a personal testament of how over the course of 16 years, true reflection, self-improvement, repentance, patience, and tenacity can open doors to goals. And in 2020, the year of the pandemic, is when I was blessed with this goal and opportunity. And when I say I do mean I as in our team, Smell Good Spa, that we were blessed with this opportunity that came to us during that year, during a pandemic, sooner than 25 years sooner than later. And hey, a lot of time people are growing in a way that appears to be growth from people on the outside, because people measure people by usually by what they have, not by who they are. And so no one really ever knows that you're lacking something intrinsically or internally until you tell your story and until you let them know this is how this growth happened. This is why this business is successful this way. Yes, you can put all the work out there. You can sell as many things as you want. You can get in as many stores as you can possibly can. But if your entrepreneurial spirit isn't nurtured from the inside, then you are not quite happy. There have been people who have taken their lives, black women in the beauty industry, successful, products in different places, and some things were just not working out. So we have to help ourselves be better. We have to help ourselves be better. We need to improve our mindsets in these situations. As I opened with earlier, that black women have a lot to contend with, And so it is a good thing to heal, to support, to see value in each other, to work together in an altruistic manner, and to build for our families and our community. Yes, and you started a table with a shoebox memoirs. It's full and the lid has fallen off. I love that. That is so funny. Yes, started in a shoebox. Started from shoebox, now I'm here. I think that's how it started, from the bottom now. Yeah, started from the shoebox, now I'm here. I don't know. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And this is part 2 of the Memoir Q&A. There will be a final part coming very soon. And then I'll be moving on with a new project that is centered around Memoir, my Memoir enterprise, a holistic anthology of experiences through a Black woman's lens. I'm Itiel McVay.